All right, so welcome. My name is Liliana Martinez, or Liliana Ortiz for those who knew me last year. So I'm here because I want to introduce you guys to a new group. So it's like a new program that we are implementing here at Torrance Adult School called the Students Leadership Group. And I will tell you what that group is, what we will be doing, kind of what those goals are. So hopefully this is something that you guys will be interested in. So let me go ahead and get started and talking about what this group is. Oops. So we're going to be talking about the goal of the group. So what are the goals about the SLG, which is the Student Leadership Group? When are the meetings? How does the schedule look like? The project that we hope to be working on together, and then some student leadership positions. So I know that this is kind of different for many of you. I know that I have students that are currently in the high school diploma or equivalency program. We have students here are from career technical education, and we have ESL students. So we have students from all areas and also all ages, all languages. So this is a very exciting program that I really hope will give you guys an opportunity to kind of learn some skills that can help you in work and in school. The reason why I mentioned that, I know this is kind of, it might be new to some of you, is because normally we don't have a student leadership group at adult schools. This is one of the first that I've seen, and hopefully you guys will like what this group is about. Okay, give me 1 second. So the goal of this group is to further the attainment of school-wide learner outcomes and develop opportunities to empower students with the knowledge and skills necessary to achieve their academic, career, and personal goals. So the purpose of this group is really to help you guys achieve your goals. So some of the school-wide learner outcomes, and these are the learner outcomes that our school aims to meet, so you guys know, is for students to set goals and demonstrate progress towards them, for students to demonstrate the ability to solve problems, for students to demonstrate the ability to communicate clearly and collaborate with others, for students to use resources, including technology, as a tools to research, organize, evaluate, and communicate information. So this group basically is going to try to meet all these outcomes. So about the student leadership group. So the student leadership group is a committee of current Torrance Adult School students who participate in activities that will increase their engagement, help their integration, expand their networks, and develop their leadership skills. The group will be advised by the Student Support Services team, which is basically myself, Veronica Nieves, who I'm not sure if she's here, but Veronica Nieves is the school counselor, and my colleague Tianu Kavalakis. So basically the three of us will be leading the group and helping you guys throughout the year or throughout your time in this group to help you develop your leadership skills and other skills that can be beneficial to you. So how is this going to work? Because, you know, student leadership group is kind of like, what is that, right? So this is how it's going to work. We will be meeting once every month, just once, from 5:30 to 6:30. The reason why we're meeting at this time is because we have students who are in evening classes that work in the morning, so they can't come in the morning or in the afternoon. So this is a better time for them. But then we have students who are in classes in the morning or around the afternoon. So we want to make sure that we chose a time that would fit both the morning students and the evening students. So we only will meet once a month. Normally it will be the second Wednesday of each month. And it will be about an hour. That's it. If we go beyond the hour, you're free to go. That's fine. But during the first half of the meeting, which is 30 minutes from 5:30 to 6, SSS will be doing a presentation about career or related topic that will be related to leadership. So we'll be doing a presentation during the first 30 minutes. And you can see here, during our November 10th meeting, we'll be talking about leadership skills and self-awareness. And in December, we'll be talking about communication, time management, organization, team building. And then January, using social media and online applications to further group goals. So I'll be teaching you a little bit about how you can use social media, for your own goals and for the group goals. And then February 19, we'll be doing community building and networking. March 9th, accomplishing your goals through volunteering. April 13, I'll be talking a little bit more about career exploration and planning. And then May 11, balancing work and life. And June 8th, moving forward and how to evaluate progress. So again, the first 30 minutes of the meeting will be from 5:30 to 6, and we'll be doing a quick presentation on these topics. I may bring in some guest speakers. It could be people, some of our partners, some of our business partners. It could be some of our partners from other organizations. Like, for example, we have a California Adult Education Committee here at Torrance Adult School, so they may come in and speak. So we'll have guest speakers, and then SSS will also be presenting on these different topics. So that's the first 30 minutes of the meeting. The second 30 minutes, let me get to the next slide. The second half of the meeting, which is 30 minutes from 6 to 6:30, will be a planning session for the student leadership group. So what do I mean by the planning session? Well, during this time, the group will meet to discuss their chosen project and to plan the project. The SSS team will be available to guide the planning and help the group to accomplish its goals. So what's going to happen is during the second half of the meeting, you guys are going to be working on a project. And I'll talk about what those projects can be. It just has to be one, but it's just a project, and you're going to be working together. And the reason you're going to be working together on this project is because it's going to help you guys develop some of those communication skills, teamwork skills, organization skills that you will need when you're at work or even in school. The project isn't anything too big. It's nothing time consuming, and you're not going to do it on your own, because Student Support Services is going to be here to basically guide you through every step of the way. So let me tell you what those projects may be. So these are just some ideas. The group can choose any project that they want, or it doesn't have to be any of these ideas. It can be something completely different. But basically, you could schedule a virtual alumni networking opportunity where you invite alumni, and it's just a networking opportunity where you get to learn from them. Who knows? Maybe they have job opportunities. Maybe they have a career that you're interested in learning about and how they got started, right? Maybe you can assist the CCAE, which is California. I should know this, but it's our basically our chapter, California Chapter Adult Education. We're planning a fundraising or community event. Maybe you can plan a community service project. And if you do that, kind of give us a little presentation on what you accomplish. We have a adult education week every year. Maybe you can plan an activity for that. In the past, what I've done is I posted things on social media. I got student testimonials or stories, or I had other staff kind of basically send thank yous and kind of information on why adult education was important to them, and basically put it together and shared it through social media. So that can be something. Maybe you can volunteer in local school fairs or community events. That's only if it's in person, like if we're allowed to go back. If we're not allowed to go back because of COVID, I'm not gonna allow you guys to select that as a project, just because we need to make sure that we maintain safety. But if we are able to come back in a safe manner, then maybe we can have a volunteer opportunity like that. Or you can volunteer at Career Week, Resource Week, or Open House in the future, or any other ideas. So as a group, what we'll do is just select one project, and we'll just work together on that project to get it done. So someone may be in charge of creating the flyer. Another person may be in charge of just writing that email to students. Obviously, I will be sending out the email because I can't give you guys access to our emails because that's private. But I can help you send out the email. You can practice how to write the email. I can give you tips on how to do that. So these are just a few projects that we can potentially work on. It's only one project that we can choose from. If the group is very like eager and very ambitious, they want to do more than one project, I'm all up for it. But don't feel like you have to do a lot. And I'll tell you, going back, the reason why we're doing this again is because it's going to help you kind of practice your communication, working in a team, and working with other people. And I'll give you a little bit more information as to what you can learn from this group in a bit. But before I do that, I want to kind of explain how the board and members work. So every month we'll have those meetings. Remember, the first half of the meeting is going to be a presentation, which the presentation is open to all students. So anyone can attend the first 30 minutes, which is the presentation. You don't have to be on the board, you can attend. But let's say you want to be part of the board. The board is the one that's going to attend the second 30 minutes as well, where we will plan the project. If you are part of the board, you can fill in any of these positions. So these are volunteer positions, they're student leadership positions. And basically what we're looking for our board is a chair or co-chair that will basically during the planning sessions, what they'll do is they'll lead the discussion in the meetings. They'll prepare the agenda for each meeting, email it to all members, and then they'll just to make sure the project is on track. So as you can see, this position is like a little leadership position, right? But they're learning things. They're learning how to set up the meeting. They're learning how to prepare the agenda, learning how to keep track of a project, so that project management skill. For the secretary, what they would be doing is basically just taking notes during the meetings and then emailing them to all members. And then as in addition to that, preparing a survey to evaluate our projects, kind of like the surveys that I send out to evaluate the services that we provide. I think this is a great opportunity for someone to use how to use Google Forms, right? How to practice their typing skills, practice communicating with members. For the publicity chair, this one's a little bit different. I'm looking for two volunteers, but basically you'll be preparing invitations to invite students. Oh, sorry, let me drink my water. Ooh, sorry, just a little bit allergies. But basically the publicity chair, what they do is they do most of the promotion. So they prepare invitations to invite students to participate in the group activities. It can be like preparing a flyer. It can be preparing an email. It can be posting something on social media or any other ideas. So let's say you're someone who really likes, wants to, maybe do marketing, maybe you want to work in an outreach role or practice how to use social media, practice your email or your typing or things like that, or how to create things, kind of like how I create my flyers when I share with you. This would be a perfect like leadership role for you. And if you do, want to volunteer for this one, I can actually teach you how I create my flyers, and that way you can use that in a future job. So this is a great opportunity for anyone who is interested in like the marketing promotion type of field. For the outreach chair, this person specifically will be preparing communications to be sent to alumni and community partners with the help of SSS to participate in the group events. So we have a group events like a networking event. This person would be outreaching to partners. This is a really good opportunity because with this specific volunteer position or leadership position, basically what happens is I will be working with this individual to reach out to the partners, to invite to the event so they can, meet the partners. It could be a business partner, it can be a community partner, but, in that process, you're working with them and you're learning how to work with different like professionals. So it's a really great opportunity if you want to kind of volunteer for that one. And then general members. So the general members, basically all they do is just, they participate in each meeting. That's it. And they provide any feedback and ideas if they want, but they really don't have to do anything. So this is the board. This is what we call the student leadership board. We are looking for about 7 people who will volunteer to serve as the board. Everyone else would be just a member. a general member. And the board will plan that project that I was talking about, and basically learn, work together to accomplish that project throughout the year. So I'm looking for people to fill in these positions. So hopefully you guys will, volunteer. I definitely will send out an email just asking, who wants to run for these positions. I encourage you guys to do so if you're looking for a job or you need experience here, or if you just want to grow, because this is actually really good to add to your resume. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll go to the next slide. So time commitment, I think that, it's very important for you guys to know, how much time it takes. I participate in many sort of student leadership positions, groups, and things like that. And I have to tell you that it's really rewarding to be able to work with other people, and, be able to work on a project. So it doesn't really take as much time as you may think. We're going to have about 9 meetings throughout the year, 1 meeting per month. So if you're a general member, there's like, 1 meeting per month. Hopefully you can participate in the group activity, whatever the board plans, which is a total of 11 hours per year. So it's really nothing. It's really nothing for a general member. For a board member, it's just a little bit more. If you're going to notice, for the board member, we have our regular monthly meetings, and then you'll have a project planning time. So maybe 1 to 2 hours per month maximum. It's not going to be a lot. And then your participation in the group activity, whatever it is. So it's like 20 to 29 hours a year. It's not really a lot. It's not. It's probably going to be less too. But again, you can be a general member or you can be a board member if you're really looking to be a little bit more involved. So let's say for the project, if you guys do choose to plan like a volunteer activity, like volunteering on our campus, volunteering anywhere on in TUSD. I just want to make sure that you guys understand there are some requirements because of COVID. We need to make sure COVID, and also, safety and privacy. We need to make sure that you guys complete a few documents, which are the volunteer application. You have to have the TB clearance and proof of vaccination. There's a participant waiver and daily health screenings. So this is only if you do it in person, volunteer. If we do a project that's like totally online, you're not going to be required to do this unless you're volunteering in like tutoring students or doing something like that. Then we probably will have to do the volunteer application at least. But I just want to make that clear so you're aware that if we do decide to do a volunteer activity together, there are some requirements that we have to meet before being on campus. Now the benefits. So this group, like I said, it's a volunteer group. It's not a class, but you will be learning each week. I mean, not each week, each month, a different leadership topic. You'll be working together as well. But it's volunteer. Like I said, it's not like a job or anything. It's a student leadership group, but by participating in the group, there are some benefits I have to say. So you're going to be learning teamwork, communication. So you'll have the opportunity to interact. So during those project planning meetings, I'm not really going to say much. I'm going to let you guys kind of lead, and then I'll provide my input if I need to kind of help you guys grow. You'll learn leadership, networking, opportunities to network with other students, as well as potentially our partners. Very important, work with a diverse group. So when you're looking for a job, and I look a lot of jobs because I help students find jobs, but when you're looking for a job, what happens? They're always looking for people who can work in teams, right? Have great communication. But this last one right here, where it says work with diverse groups, almost any job that you work for, including especially customer service or anything that is like that involves providing service to someone, you have to know how to work or be able to work with diverse groups. And what better way than this group? You're going to have the opportunity to work again with students that are in the high school diploma program, or English language speakers that come from all over the world and have different careers. So it's so great to be able to learn from them. And then our career technical education students that are either in our accounting office or medical programs. So this is a great opportunity for you guys to learn how to work with different groups, different language levels, people from different backgrounds. It's great. I have to tell you that when I started working, while back, right? When I started working, I had to work with people that were, super educated and, from different cultures. And, to me, it was new, like, and having this opportunity to be able to learn how to work with different people from different cultures is great. It's going to benefit you in your career. Another thing is organization and planning. I know it cut off there, but you'll learn a little bit about organization and planning throughout your project, creativity, time management, and you can add this to your resume. So, you can add the fact that you're part of a student leadership group on your resume and explain to the employer, I participated in the student leadership group. I was, for example, the secretary, and as part of the secretary, I kept up, I make sure the communication between members was consistent and clear. I wrote up the notes, I did XYZ. So it's something you can add to your resume. And then also it's an opportunity for you guys to get references. So if you've never worked before, you probably don't have any professional references. Your references may be coming from your hopefully not your relatives, but someone who's worked with you in the school, or some group that you participated in, right? So when you're working, normally what do they ask for? They ask for 3 references, right? 2 to 3 references. This group will allow you to not only work with other people that can give you a reference, but then will also allow me to learn about you, or the team to learn about you. So if you need a reference and you do well in the group, we can provide you with a reference, right? We can talk about your participation in this group and how you did. So if you need a reference, this is a great opportunity for you. Now, at the end of the program, so this is, it will be about a year, but I know that sometimes people, transition, they get a job, things happen. But, after participating in the program, we will issue you a certificate of recognition. So basically recognize you for your participation and involvement. So, we know you guys are students, you guys are very busy, this is a commitment that you're taking, but it's a good accomplishment. We want to make sure that we recognize you. So we will provide you guys with a certificate of recognition that you can add to your resume as well. Let's see. So that is the presentation. I know some of you guys came in a little late, but does anyone have any questions? You can unmute yourself. That's fine. Does anyone have any questions? No. Let me ask you this.
Sorry, Liliana?
Yes.
Can I ask you? Hi, guys. I want to ask you about should we present online or as a person? If it will take part in your group.
So everything will be online. It's better to do it online just because, if you guys are working or you guys have kids, I don't want, it's really difficult to come to campus, especially in the evening. It's going to get dark soon, right? So I'd rather do it online. And we're going to continue to the end of the year with online stuff, at least for student support services things. Okay, so everything we do will be online. And another benefit about that, if you guys, you guys know how you use Zoom, right? So you're building your technology skills. So you're going to have the opportunity to practice your email, practice, using your Google Calendar if you have an email. So, I will help you with the project, along the way, kind of teach you some of the things. My team will also help you in whatever area they're more experts in, to learn some of these things. So let me just go back. If no one has any questions, let me go back. So remember what I said, you can be a general member. Yeah.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Let's say we just need a semester of education to be done. Are we still if we graduate, like the adult school, would we still be able to participate in this program, or would we have to enroll in the technical part of the classes that are offered with Torrance Adult School?
No, we're okay with that. So you start off this, you're finishing this fall, I'm assuming, so you can continue, that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, you can continue. And normally, so you know, what we like to do with student support services is we like to provide you guys services for up to a whole year after you finish, right? Because you know, you may be looking for a job, you may be looking for more training or more opportunities, right? So we want to make sure that we're there for you until you're ready to move forward. But yes, you can participate. Let me go back real quick so I can kind of show you again for those who came in a little late. So the first 30 minutes is going to be a presentation by SSS on these topics. So these are leadership topics. There's some topics that I added in there about career exploration and planning that I think will benefit all of us. But these are the meeting dates. It could change if for some reason something comes up, but these are pretty much the dates for the leadership meeting. The second half of the meeting again is going to be when the board, so only the board will meet during the second half. Members can stay, that's fine. If they want to listen and learn to see what people are doing, that's fine. But then the second half of the meeting, it's going to be the board planning a project. Like I said, it's only going to be one project. It can be these projects or it can be any project that you have. It doesn't matter for me. It's all about your ability to come together, work together, come up with something, right? And learn from it. That's basically what we're trying to do. Now, these are the board positions. I don't know if anyone's interested in any of these board positions, but I mean, you can go ahead and let me know right now. If you're a little shy, you don't know, if you want more, if you have more questions, please let me know, because we are looking for someone that can, you know, take on a few of these positions. Again, it won't be a lot of time. You're only working on one project. So, and the project will maybe take you like, you'll have like the entire year to basically get it done. I mean, the entire academic year. So until like June, you get it done.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Before start to volunteer, mainly we create a presentation file document and do presentation, right?
Okay, so the presentation might be one thing, part of it, but it might not be part of. So let's say you decide I want to do a volunteer activity. I want to, we as a team, we want to do what they call that Christmas thing. The Christmas thing is kind of like very soon, so it might not be that, but that's an example. As a team, we want to raise get donations for Christmas for Salvation Army. Okay, this is just an example. As a team, we want to do that. In that case, you don't really need to do a presentation at the end. You just have to work all together to get that activity done. So there's no requirement to do a presentation at the end. You can, it will look good, and you know, you'll learn how to use Microsoft PowerPoint or Google Slides. You can, but it's not required. It's not required, but you can. I might, you know what, I might say, you know, I do at the end would like you guys to just kind of talk about your experience, you know, what you guys accomplished, how it went, what you learned, you know, so I may ask you that. But like I said, it's not really required. But does anyone want to run for the board? Oh, Napoleon, a secretary. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me write this down, my notes real quick. Okay, thank you. Does anyone else? Yes, so if you are ESL, don't be afraid to step up. I really will help, to be honest. It will help your communication, your written skills. It's really beneficial. And if you make a mistake or you don't know how to say something, don't worry about it. I'm going to be here and the team is going to be here to support you. That's the whole purpose, is for you guys to learn this business professional communication that you can use in your job, daily lives. Anyone else, anyone want to volunteer for
I have a
any of these?
question. So for volunteers, we need to able to attend all meetings. Is that correct?
As many as you can. If for some reason you have to miss one because something's coming up, like then Obviously I will step in and meet with you another time just to get an update, right? To see,
Sometimes I
different
didn't know. Sometimes I need to go to pick up my kids after their school activities. So yeah,
yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's perfectly fine with us. We just want to make sure if you can attend the majority, that would be great. If you need to miss one or be a little bit late, that's fine too, because we understand you guys have kids. Some of you have class that starts at 6, right? So that might be a little bit difficult because of the planning. But if you want to participate, we'll be more than flexible. This is, you basically get what you put into it. So, if you participate, you probably gonna get a lot more than if you're not participating as a board member. But does anyone want to volunteer for co-chair? Yeah.
I would love to volunteer for chair and co-chair just to get more organized and practice my public speaking, which is something I'm intensely interested in,
Mhm.
but I don't have a lot of experience in.
No, yes, I thank you, Ophelia. That was Ophelia, right? Yes. Okay, just want to make sure because I'm using one screen, so it's kind of difficult for me to see. That's great. Okay, I have you for chair, co-chair, and trust me, it's going to be a great opportunity. I've had a chance to serve in those positions before, and you learn a lot, from that. Anyone else? Publicity chair. Remember, if you're interested in marketing, promotions, you like creating flyers, this is a great opportunity for you guys. Anyone want to?
I can do publicity and chair.
Okay, can you say your name again? Sorry.
Ujjwala Shah.
Okay, I see you. Publicity. Sorry, I'm just writing this down. Anyone want to do outreach? And remember, outreach, basically you'll be working with me. So you guys know a little bit more about what I do. So I help run the marketing team. So I do the marketing team along with Veronica and Tianu. I actually help lead the student support services. So I'll be helping with that aspect, but I also do the community connection. So I work with employers and community partners. So whoever does the outreach chair, I basically will kind of guide you what I do and how you guys can do it. So you won't be doing my job at all. That's not what you're going to be doing. What you're going to be doing is basically helping for your group, basically outreach to the community. So I'll give you some tips. I might give you some contacts that you guys can reach out to get you guys going. But this is a good opportunity if you really want to network with some of the community partners. Anyone?
This is Veronica. So the counselor, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Veronica, it's kind of Veronica, can you hear me? Veronica, give me 1 second. Okay, Veronica, it's kind of it was a little squeaky.
Okay, sorry, I'm not at my regular computer. Can you hear me now? A little bit better?
No, it's still,
Okay, never mind.
no, can you call in? If you call in, I think it'll be better. Okay, we'll wait for Veronica to call in, but does anyone want to do outreach? No one wants to volunteer for outreach.
Excuse me. I would like to be a volunteer, but my English is not very well. But can I be just a general member?
Yes, of course. You can just be a general member. So if you guys don't volunteer, everyone else will be served as a general member. I just need one person to volunteer for the outreach. I mean,
what is outreach?
so basically, let's say you guys do like let's say you guys do like a volunteer event, right?
Oh yeah, I wanna do.
Yeah, so you would just contact that. It could be like the Salvation Army, just contacting them, or you can invite other people. But basically, that one you really will learn how to communicate with others. Now, I know that it might be kind of challenging because you're people.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I'm concerned about my English skill, but I want to increase the opportunity to speak English.
No, I think so, and I think honestly, this one will give you the opportunity to do that. And you will not be alone when you reach out to anyone. I will actually, be talking with you. I'll be there to kind of help. And, I'll let everyone know too, like, we have students that are working on this project, be open, and, because, that's what we want to see. We want to see you guys grow and have the opportunity to do that. If you guys, okay, so, just, I'm open to adding more positions if you guys want to be on the board. If you can, if anyone else wants to volunteer to be on the board, please let me know right now. Because I could open other positions and, that are relatable. Does anyone want to be on the board? No? Okay, so what will happen is I have 4 people already, which is great. So Napoleon, Secretary, Affiliate Chair. You need to let me know how to pronounce it. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. Uwala, Publicity, Tomoko, Outreach. Okay, so that's perfect. Everyone else, if you guys are okay, you'll just be a general member. So what that means for you guys is basically just attend our meetings every once a month, listen and learn, learn from us, learn from the board. You can participate in the board meetings and just listen. And see, and if eventually you want to join, be more active, then that's fine. That's fine with me. But for the 4 people that did volunteer, I will reach out to you possibly next week, not tomorrow, Friday, but possibly next week, just to give you guys like a quick idea how to get started. It's not going to be a lot of work. It's just, when you guys kind of get to know you a little bit more. I want the team to meet you too, so they get to know you a little bit more. And same with our admin. So, I'll have introduce you guys to the administration, our director and principal, so they know, that, we have this group, they're going to be working with us on the project. And then, we have our members, and hopefully, you guys can learn from this. So I'm very happy, it's a good start. But if you do want to run for the board and you're not like, you haven't said anything right now, or you're still thinking about it, let me know. Like I said, I'm more than open to adding more positions or having you guys share a role. That's fine too. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions? Nothing?
But by the next meeting, what should we do?
Oh, but the next meeting, you don't have to do anything. So let me give you guys kind of, so by the next meeting, November 10th, all you guys have to do is kind of just show up, and we'll start with presentations. And for the board, we're going to actually we're going to choose a project on that day, and we're going to talk about kind of setting goals, and the project, so you don't have to do anything. Everything will be done mainly through the meeting, so you don't have to do much outside. But for next meeting on November 10th, I hope everyone will attend. So I know there's about 34 of us on the call right now, on the Zoom. Hopefully everyone can attend on the 34th. We're going to start off with a presentation about leadership skills and self-awareness. And then the second half, the board will continue meeting. And again, you guys can all participate and listen to the board. That's fine. You can contribute your ideas. That's fine too. But November 10, you don't have to do anything. You just have to come, and then we'll start there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Anyone have any questions? Anything else? No. Okay, give me 1 second. So if you guys don't have any questions, Veronica, are you back on? I just want to make sure I give you the opportunity.
Lillian, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to call in. Can you hear me now? Or no?
It's
Hello?
yeah, it's still squeaky.
Okay, sorry. Well, I just wanted to say that it is a great opportunity for all students. It doesn't matter their level of English. What you're looking for is to be able to grow as an individual, whether it's your English skills or your ability to participate in groups or your technical skills. So I hope that came through.
Yeah, so what Veronica was saying was basically it's a good opportunity for you guys to definitely develop your technical skills, group skills. It really is a great opportunity for you guys. And like I said, like I mentioned, if you guys have not worked, or you're looking to work or build your skills, even for the high school diploma students that are barely starting, getting started, This is a good opportunity for you guys. You know, I have to tell you, because I work with a lot of you on looking for jobs. The one thing that I'm always looking for is your experience. What's your experience? If you have no experience, what did you do within the last couple years to help you prepare for a job or help you prepare for your next project? That's the biggest thing I'm always looking for. If you haven't worked for the last 3 years, 4 years, or you're changing careers, or you haven't worked at all, I'm gonna look to see, okay, well, if you don't have any experience, what did you do? Did you volunteer? Did you participate in a group like this group, right? Student leadership? Did you go to school? That's what I'm looking for when I'm looking at the experience and overall resume, because I want to make sure that if you're going to be applying to a job, you're able to show the employer that you have these skills, the technical, the soft skills, the group, teamwork, communication, right? I want to make sure you guys are prepared. So I'm hoping that everyone will be active in participating in each meeting. For the members that are just general members, you will have it will be a certificate of participation. For participating for our board, you will receive the certificate of recognition for all the work that you've done in this group. So again, if you are here and you still want to participate in the board, but you don't know what position, or you want to share a position, please let me know. You don't have to tell me now, because I know some of you are very shy. You can send me an email and I will, I'll put you there. But I do hope you guys can participate. So the first email here, so you guys know, is Veronica Nieves. She's the one who's speaking. She's our counselor, academic counselor for the high school diploma program, which is actually adult basic education and adult secondary education. Then there's me right here, and then Tiani Kawulaki. She works mainly with our career technical education students, those who are in allied health, so medical assisting, medical billing, coding, pharmacy tech, and all the Microsoft and accounting classes. Tianu is their main contact. But if you guys do want like it be in the board, let me know, send me an email. If you just want to be a general member, still please send me an email, so I know that you just want to be a general member. Okay. I know you guys have to go to class, so if there's no more questions, then you guys can.
And can I have this PowerPoint?
Yes, I can definitely send that PowerPoint to you. I'll send you in the PDF format. So that you guys can have it. Actually, I'm gonna send it to everyone, so everyone has it. But yeah, anyone else has any questions, anything? Let me see how are we with time. We're at 6:14. So if you guys have questions, I'll stay on for a bit more. If not, because you guys have class, you may go to your class, right?